I'm Michelle PW, author of the best-selling Love-Based Business series that is designed to help you build a business you love and that loves you back. And you're watching Flip It, my new show that helps you flip your perspective so you get everything you want in life and business. For more of an explanation of how this works, just check out my first episode. Today's topic, why you can't rush transformation, step 1. So this is the first of a 5-part series where I'm going to walk you through the 5 steps of transformation, specifically when it comes to your business and why each step is essential. Now, why is this important? Well, if you're trying to do any sort of up level of your business or trying to break a financial ceiling, for instance, break through to a 6-figure or 7-figure business, you're looking for a transformation. And if you're anything like me, you're likely impatient that your transformation hasn't happened yet, which is why I thought this little 5-part series would help, because along with walking you through each step, I'm also going to show you what it looks like with a real-world business example and why it's important not to rush your transformation. Honestly, I feel like one of the biggest mistakes I see is entrepreneurs and business owners trying to rush this process. It's actually not possible to rush it if you truly want to transform. Now, that's not to say it necessarily needs to take years and years and years. What I am saying is that it needs to take as long as it needs to take. That may be a week, a month, a year, 5 years. And if you try and shortchange it and force something that's not ready to happen, not only won't it happen, but it will likely backfire on you. Okay, so let's talk about step 1, which is pause. So pause basically means you have to stop. Stop doing something so you can create space to birth something new. Maybe that looks like stopping a program or stopping a marketing strategy. In my case, it looked like stopping my blogging. The year was 2016. It was sometime in the summer, maybe July or August, and it finally got super clear to me I needed to take a pause and not blog. This was a big deal. I have been regularly creating content and posting on my Michelle PW blog for over a decade. My blog was old and established, and it had a lot of really powerful backlinks. And it also wasn't giving me the results I wanted. And after over 10 years of blogging, I decided I was doing something wrong, and the only way I was going to figure it out was, and plus come up with a plan to move forward, I had to stop blogging. So I did. Now, if you're like me, you might be thinking to yourself, why do you need to pause? Why can't you just keep going and doing whatever it is you're doing and figure it out at the same time? Why can't you do it all? So I personally was very resistant to the pause or stopping something. So let's go back to my blog and see the results of pausing. Because I paused on my blog for 6 months, I was able to use that time I would have spent writing content on other things, such as writing a free book, How to Start a Business You Love and That Loves You Back. I didn't even get the idea for the book until September, and I was able to write it and launch it in a couple of months. I know this wouldn't have been possible if I had been creating content for my other blog. I was also able to finish the current book I was working on, my Love-Based Money and Mindset book, for a December launch. Would I have gotten it done in time if I had still been blogging? Maybe, or maybe not. Lastly, I also used the time to start my podcast, which is also called Love-Based Money, and I launched that in January too. It's highly unlikely that this would have been launched in January if I hadn't stopped my current blog. So look at everything I got done that last 6 months of 2016 because I took time off from my current blog. Now let's say I kept blogging and decided I could just figure it out while I was blogging. Not only would I have those other projects been delayed or never gotten done, I would have instead spent 6 months creating content for a blog I eventually would have decided that it would have not been possible to save. I basically would have wasted my creative energy on something that was destined to end. Even worse, I may very well have delayed ending that blog because I would have continued to put the time and energy and creative life force into it. It may have felt too painful to move on and start fresh, so I might not have. And then where would I be right now? Not where I currently am. But because I paused and left it alone to sit for a while, I was able to be more objective. I gave myself space to hear the advice of my inner wisdom. And when I was ready to start my new Love-Based Biz blog, I was ready. So the first step to transformation, pause. Even if you don't feel like pausing or are afraid to pause, pause anyways and see what's wanting to bubble up. So if you like today's show, you may like my best-selling Love-Based Business book, specifically my Love-Based Money and Mindset book. You can check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and more. And help spread the word. Tweet it out. Why you can't rush transformation, step 1, #FlipIt. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you may want to check out my lovebasedbizblog.com. I've got some great articles and resources there to help you create a business you love and that loves you back. See you next time.